Hello, people of God. I believe you are doing well by the grace of God. This morning, it is the moment of Bible reading with Lady D. Today, we are reading the book of Genesis, chapter 26. Genesis, chapter 26 focuses on Isaac. A famine drives him to Gerar, where God tells him not to go to Egypt, but stay in the land he will show him. Isaac obeys and stays in Gerar. God reaffirms his covenant with Isaac, promising blessings and descendants. Isaac lies about Rebekah being his sister, just like his father Abraham did with Sarah. But the truth is discovered. Despite opposition, Isaac becomes prosperous. He digs wells, faces conflict over them, but eventually finds peace. God appears again and blesses him. The chapter ends with a covenant of peace between Isaac and Abimelech. Beloved, come with me as we read Genesis chapter 26, verse 1 going. Verse 1, now there was a famine in the land, besides the previous famine in Abraham's time. And Isaac went to Abimelech, king of the Philistines, in Gerar. Verse 2, the Lord appeared to Isaac and said, do not go down to Egypt. Live in the land where I tell you to live. Verse 3, stay in this land for a while, and I will be with you and will bless you. For to you and your descendants I will give all these lands, and will confirm the oath I swore to your father Abraham. Verse 4, I will make your descendants as numerous as the star in the sky, and will give them all these lands, and through your offspring all nations on earth will be blessed. Verse 5, because Abraham obeyed me and did everything I required of him, keeping my commands, my decrees, and instructions. Verse 6, so Isaac stayed in Gerar. Verse 7, when the men of that place asked him about his wife, he said, she is my sister, because he was afraid to say she is my wife. He thought the men of this place might kill me on account of Rebekah, because she is beautiful. Verse 8, when Isaac had been there a long time, Abimelech, king of the Philistines, looked down from a window and saw Isaac caressing his wife Rebekah. Verse 9, so Abimelech summoned Isaac and said, she is really your wife. Why did you say she's my sister? Isaac answered him, because I thought I might lose my life on account of her. Verse 10, then Abimelech said, what is this you have done to us? One of the men might well have slept with your wife, and you would have brought guilt upon us. Verse 11, so Abimelech gave orders to all the people, anyone who harms this man and his wife shall surely be put to death. Verse 12, Isaac planted crops in the land, and the same year reaped 100-fold, because the Lord blessed him. Verse 13, the man became rich, and his wealth continued to grow until he became very wealthy. Verse 14, he has so many flocks and herds and servants and that the Philistines envied him. Verse 15, so all the wells that his father's servants had dug in the time of his father Abraham, the Philistines stopped up, filling them with earth. Verse 16, then Abimelech said to Isaac, move away from us. You have become too powerful for us. Verse 18, Isaac reopened the wells that had been dug in the time of his father Abraham, which the Philistines had stopped up after Abraham died, and he gave them the same name his father had given them. Verse 19, Isaac's servants dug in the well and discovered a well of fresh water there. Verse 20, but the herders of Gerar quarreled with those of Isaac and said, the water is ours. So he named the well Eshek, because they disputed with him. Verse 21, then they dug another well, but they quarreled over that one also. So he named it Setna. Verse 22, He moved on from there and dug another well, and no one quarreled over it. He named it Rehoboth, saying, "Now the Lord has given us room, and we will flourish in the land." Verse 23. From there he went up to Beersheba. 24. That night the Lord appeared to him and said, "I am the God of your father Abraham. Do not be afraid, for I am with you. I will bless you and increase the number of your descendants for the sake of my servant Abraham." Verse 25. Isaac built an altar there and called on the name of the Lord. There he pitched his tent, and there his servant dug a well. Verse 26. Meanwhile, Abimelech had come to him from Gerar with Ahazat, his personal advisor, and Phicol, the commander of his forces. Verse 27, Isaac asked them, "Why have you come to me, since you were hostile to me and sent me away?" Verse 20, they answered, "We saw clearly that the Lord was with you, so we said, there ought to be a sworn agreement between us and you. Let us make a treaty with you." 29, that you will do us no harm, just as we did not harm you, but always treated you well and sent you away peacefully. And now you are blessed by the Lord. Verse 30. Isaac then made a feast for them, and they ate and drank. 31. Early the next morning, the men swore an oath to each other. Then Isaac sent them on their way, and they went away peacefully. 32. That day, Isaac's servants came and told him about the well they had dug. They said, "We found water." 33. He called it Sheba, and to this day the name of the town has been Beersheba. People of God, this is the whole of Genesis chapter 26. Let's dive into the lessons that we can apply into this life. So one of the lessons we will look at is obedience. Isaac obeyed God's command to stay in Gerar and was blessed abundantly. Let's practice to trust God's guidance even when it doesn't make sense. The second one is God is faithful to his promise. The covenant God made with Abraham is extended to Isaac. Good people of God, hold on to God's promises even in hard times. And in future, whether you are around or you are not around, your generations, your children's children will experience that same covenant that you had with the Lord. God's presence matters more than location. Isaac prospered not because of where he was, but because God was with him. So people of God, it doesn't matter the kind of job you are doing. When God is with you, he will bless you. See God's presence above everything else. And renewing your altar, that means your relationship with God. Isaac built an altar when God appeared to him. People of God, let's practice to keep our relationship with God active through prayer and worship. People of God, this morning, as we are still in the Holy Week, today is Tuesday on the celebration of Easter. People of God, let's reflect on the things that Christ did for us. Get closer to him. There's an opportunity for you to turn around once again. I believe by now you have gotten a Bible for yourself. I pray that in this journey, in this week, as you set yourself aside or apart to reconnect with your Maker, he will locate you. I pray that may the power in the blood speak for you, and may the blessings that it entails also locate you and your family. Be blessed. See you again same time tomorrow. Bye-bye.